The sea provides millions of tons of food per year, and South Africa has fish resources that are consumed by both local and international communities. Some of the fish that may be landed in Cape Town today are carefully packed, kept under refrigeration, and flown to Europe for consumption. Some fish, like crayfish, are kept alive after being caught to be displayed in restaurants, while others, like tuna, are frozen before being exported. Some species of fish, like pilchards or mackerel, are canned and sold in supermarkets, and some fish, again pilchards, anchovies or offal, are ground to make animal food such as pet food, poultry feed, or fish meal. Now, fish meal is usually dried and bagged for use as agricultural fertilizer. As demand increases, more advanced methods are used to catch the fish. Vessels can stay at sea for longer periods than before. They have more sophisticated equipment for catching the fish, and netting equipment is more robust. All this means that more fish can be caught than in earlier years, when the fishing vessels and equipment were not as sophisticated. Vessels also have large refrigeration holds that can keep more fish cold or frozen for longer. And more fishing harbors and processing plants have also been built to meet the demand for fish. The demand for particular species of fish, like crayfish or yellowtail, increases the price of those fish. And that encourages people to catch more of those species. But poaching has become rife in many areas, especially the poaching of perlemoen, also known as abalone, off the southern coast of the Western Cape. Because of these factors, larger volumes of fish are being caught, and fish stocks are being depleted, which could lead to some species becoming rare or even extinct, unless strict measures are taken to counteract this. To control the amount of fish caught, many countries introduce regulations. Commercial and fishermen, for example, need to apply for licenses, and quotas are given to limit how much fish is caught. The size of the mesh in fishing nets is prescribed, so that smaller fish, especially breeding stock, can escape. Some known fish breeding areas are declared sanctuaries where no fishing of any kind may occur at any time, and the length of the fishing season may also be limited, and regular patrols are done by the Fisheries Department to enforce these regulations. Some countries ban bottom trawling, which is where nets are lowered to the seabed and towed along to catch bottom-feeding fish. And this ban is to preserve the seabed environment, especially coral. Heavy penalties can be imposed on those guilty of contravening fishing regulations. Depending on the type of fish that vessels will catch and the length of time they will be at sea, fishing vessels come in a variety of designs. These vessels range from large stern trawlers to small vessels just a few meters long. In stern trawlers, a net is lowered through the ramp in the stern, while the trawler tows the net at a specified depth through the water, catching fish as it goes. The net is then hauled aboard. The fish are sorted on board the trawler and packed, ready for the market. Long-line tuna vessels are used to lay long lines from which baited hooks dangle. The lines remain afloat by brightly colored floats. The long liner then moves along the line. Her crew members check each hook, remove any fish caught, and rebait the hooks. Unfortunately, this is a very indiscriminate method of fishing, and often birds, turtles, and dolphins are caught in this way. In South Africa, pilchards and anchovies are caught by relatively small fishing boats using a purse seine system, whereby the net is lowered over the side and towed around a shoal of fish, and then by winching on ropes at the bottom of the net is closed and the full net hoisted on board the fishing boat. The fishing industry employs millions of people worldwide. Some of these people are employed at sea aboard fishing vessels, others in fish canneries or packing plants, freezer plants, and other fish processing plants. With stricter regulations in place, the fishing industry will become more sustainable for the future.